Hey guys, this is Noel on the computers, and today we are continuing day 5 of the Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. In the last adventure, we figured out a way to kind of farm science. And what I said I was going to do in the last video was basically rinse, wash, repeat those science experiments a few times to get enough science to actually spend some points. So I did about 3 or 4 or 5 quick orbital flights, farmed some science, and we've got, it looks like 149 to spend. I went a little over what I was trying to shoot for, about 110 or something like that. I wanted to do a nice even number, but I farmed a little more than I had intended to. So we're going to be a little bit closer to our next. Just as I said, we want those fuel lines, so that's where we're going to spend our 90. I wonder why I can't even look at those yet. They're grayed out. Weird. Okay. So the next step will be probably advanced rocketry. Oh, 45. I could do that now. Huzzah. Because now we have access to the large tank. That was what I had hoped for. The problem is we don't have that large motor yet. Shit. Without that large motor, without the large engine, that large tank is basically useless. So it looks as though... yeah, it looks as though we're going to have to make some science. She blinded me with science. Okay. Let's go in and build a asparagus staged monster. I think I have a monster, don't I? That's a pretty big monster. Okay. So I can asparagus stage the inner workings of this thing. Ugh, this is going to be dirty. This is going to be really dirty. Okay. So what you do, if you're going to asparagus stage an existing rocket, I look out these back doors, because there's no doors on that side. So you look out these back doors, and you start, say with this one, the one that's in the kind of 6 o'clock position. So we're going to zoom down to look at that toggle right there. Oh, they're in 3s already. Good. So we could have 3, 3, and 3 drop away. What? Okay, there we go. Boink, boink, boink. Boink, boink. So we're just moving the staging around. So each one of these are going to come off one at a time. And then all we have to do is find those fuel lines wherever they are. There they are. We're just going to go boop, boop, oops. I want to triple that because I want it to go the whole way around. Boop, boop. Oh, somewhere over here. There's another one. And right here, there's another one. Good stuff. Okay. So we're just going to continue doing that. There we go. And this last one is going to be a little trickier because it has to connect to the main fuselage. Now again, what I'm hoping is that, good. All right, so they're all feeding off each other. A gigantic 3-way asparagus. Good enough. Okay, let's just try it. Yeah, we'll just try it. See what happens. What I don't really want is I really don't want all of these things to go at the same time, though. There we go. Okay, let's try that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now, the idea with asparagus staging is that all of the rockets are running off the fuel from, right now, 3 of the tanks. So where's that one we hooked up first? Just so I can show you how this works. Okay, so this is one of the ones we hooked up first, right in there. All of the engines that the fuel lines are hooked up to are going to run off those 3 tanks. And as soon as the fuel runs out, we can break them away, and then all the engines will run off the next one in line until it's empty, and we can break it away. What it does is it means we're not carrying around a lot of half-empty metal weight. We can ditch it as soon as we can. So let's launch, see how she flies, see if we can maybe, I don't know, shoot for the moon or something. One of these days we're bound to make it to the moon. Ugh. Looks like today might not be that day, but at least we made it off the ground. Getting its lean on. Okay, so it does not have enough thrust in any way, shape, or form. So I don't really have anything in the aeronautics department yet. So what we're gonna have to do, do these have vectoring? They do. What? There you go. Come on. Now these have vectoring, so I'm hoping maybe just these little guys here will be able to keep it going on course. That would be really nice. These engines could keep it going straight. Oh, fuck off. Fucking bitch. Oh yeah, because that makes total sense. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, one more. One more. Good enough. Let's try it. Oh, where did these engines go? They did all fall in the right place. Good. Good and good. As I said, I'm hoping to God these things will keep the thing going straight up. If it doesn't, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board yet again, which is very unfortunate. It seems it actually somehow it got like way worse. Don't ask me how. That makes literally no sense. Literally no sense. You've got that much vectoring. Like, what's the vectoring on this bitch? 3. It has 3 vectoring instead of 1 or half as per some of the other engines. The vectoring is fucking 3. So these things are designed to keep a spaceship going straight, and they can't. Fuck. I fucking hate this. It always throws a wrench into my... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Always throwing a wrench into my fucking plans. Needlessly. What is going on with that one? Hey, come on. Don't have all dick and day. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to turn on those. Yeah, that's our only option, is to literally burn away fuel we can't afford to lose just to keep the thing going straight up. That seems just fucking silly that we should even have to be debating this. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, speeds are coming on quick. Things are looking good. Just about to lose our main boosters. There we go. Now begins the asparagus staging. Oh, you can't asparagus stage solid fuel. Because you can tell they're all burning at the same rate. Okay, wow. 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 This is just fucked up. It's almost like the Kerbal gods are literally sort of pushing against us and resisting our attempts to do fucking anything. Oh, god damn it, come on. Please just, oh, for fuck's sakes, just click down there. No. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Don't pull this shit. Don't pull this fucking shit. Games love doing this shit to me. Like, it's clearly green. Am I missing something? Like, I'm not a fucking idiot. I know this thing's supposed to be able to click down here. See? What did I do differently? I didn't do anything differently. There we go. Fucking thank God. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Let's launch this bitch. Let's launch this fucker. No, this better fucking work. That's all I'm saying. If it doesn't, I'm pointing the nose straight towards the Earth, and little Jebediah Kerbman is suiciding. Speed's coming on slow and steady. It's going straight up. That's a good sign. I'm just going to back off the throttle a little bit, try and save some fuel. Speed's coming on good. Fuel is almost out, so we're going to light the rest of the engines now. There we go. Main boosters away. Thanks for the ride, fellas. And now the asparagus staging begins. So what we're going to see is these 3 run out, and hopefully the proper 3 drop away. All right, here they come. And bombs away. It worked. All right. So the speed is consistent. Not really losing a lot of speed, not really gaining a lot of speed. So of course this is where the asparagus staging comes in really handy, is it makes for really, really efficient means of propulsion. We're just going to begin our orbital alignment, starting to roll over. Just a titch of roll over to begin with. Gonna flare up the engines a little bit, try and punch through the atmosphere. There we go. Back into fuel conservation mode. I'll do a half throttle. Oh, there goes the next stages of engines. I'm going to throttle way up, because I've just realized we're still very shallow. And if you look down in your little gyroscope down here, if you're pointing in a direction and that little yellow circle is sort of moving away from you, it's kind of a bad thing. You do want that circle to be close to where your nose is pointed. If that circle starts to walk away from where your nose is pointed, that means you're losing altitude, you're losing speed, you're losing something along those lines. You should be wary really start rolling over. Try and take some of this momentum. Turn it into some kind of orbital velocity instead of vertical. Apoapsis is nice at 100,000. There goes the last of the engines. So now we are on main body, just beginning our main body. Trying to stretch that orbit out. It's looking good. Might as well do a science while we're up here. .3 data received. There's another 0.6. And another 0.5. All right. This is almost in orbit. Should see periapsis coming on the other side any second. There we go. Looking good. Now what we want to do point out towards the moon a little bit. See if we can't widen this orbit out. Try and get it in line with the moon's orbital path. As far as fuel is concerned, we're still doing okay. We're just about to exhaust our main body. Oh, and we're actually going to catch an orbit, apparently. Okay, good. Good. Do a quick autosave. There we go. That autosave may come in handy later. Now, apparently, we're going to meet the moon somewhere right over here. And it looks like we're going to make a really close pass on it. Yeah, nice little loop right in behind, and that's where we'll shed our speed as we loop in behind the moon. Rendezvous in approximately 10 seconds. Okay, where's the moon? Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! I lost it. I lost the moon. I lost the oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to try spin the nose around, put our ass to the wind. Oh, we are actually on a, not a collision course, but on a sort of landing trajectory. It's going to be a real violent land, though. Usually you want to sort of gradually loop around and shed some speed, but we're coming in hot. Coming in hot. Okay, got our ass to the wind. Good stuff. Just fast forward this bitch right in here. Still at 300,000 meters. We're still very, very high. We're going pretty darn fast. if you ask me. Alright. Do another quick save at 40,000 meters. Things are looking good here. There we go. So let's see if I start burning at 20,000 meters. Is that going to be high enough to shut off all that speed? Looks like it will, actually. Yeah. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking very, very good. Okay, back off on the speed here. We're just going to use pretty much everything we've got left in this tank. We're going to use everything we got left in this tank for the most part and shed it just before we hit the ground. There we go. Okay. One more quick save, because we can. We're very close to the ground. I wish I had put landing struts down here as a just in case, because I am going to have to lose a shit ton of fuel unnecessarily for the most part. But that's okay. It's one of those things that comes with the job, I guess. Landing gear down. Extended. Okay, here we go. Almost down. Down. Are we down? Oh, we made it. Right on, folks. So that's a well-earned, non-cheated moon landing. Let's do some science while we're here. Really transmit some data. 16 points of data. That is some good science right there. 100 points of data? That's insane. That's overpowered right there. How many am I actually going to get, though? I got 20. Still not bad. Let's do a moon wackle. Oops. There we go. Sending the EVA crew report from the moon. Another 12 science. Good stuff. Let's do one of these. Good stuff. How much are we going to get? We're going to get another 17 science. Yeah, we're banking actually some good science here. Let's get this guy on the ground. Uh-oh. Boink. Okay. We're going to take a surface sample. Keep data. We're going to plant a flag. Oh, no, I can't plant a flag until I... That doesn't make a lot of sense. Did I get it? Haha, sweet. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Oh. Knowles Landing. All right. Can we do anything with it? Take down, read plaque. plaque on Noel's... Oh, lame. I should have written something there. Yeah, I'll know for next time. Okay, guys. Let's do a few things, some sciencey things, and then get the fuck out of Dodge. We're going to review that data. We're going to send it. 120 points. Holy shit. Rock samples are where it's at. That is for sure. 60 fucking science. Okay, get out. Get out. Get out. This is one small step for Kerbans, one giant leap for Kerban kind. Get in. Send the data. Come on, big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies. Big money, big money, big money. And another 37 science. We are going to stay here until we are out of electrical juice. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to farm some science. 14. It's getting low. Getting low. All right, when that's done, we're going to get out. We're going to do another, hey, we're going to do another rock sampling. Another 12. 12 isn't bad. I mean, 12 is one of those numbers. It could be a lot worse, but it could be, I mean, it's still a useful number. Okay, take a rock sample. Send the data. Awesome. Another 23 science. Let's do a crew report. I said, let's do a crew report. Stupid ship. 20 science. Not bad. And then immediately after, 7.5. Good. Alright, how much charge do we have left? 537. She blinded me with science. Boo, 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 boo. Another 12.6. Let's gather some moon rock. Grabbing lots of surface samples from right around the flag. Store experiments. Send data. Starting transmission. Boopity boop 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 boop. Boopity boop boop. It's like Morse code. Kerbal stuck. Stop. On the moon. Stop. Send water and toilet paper. Stop. All right, how are we doing on electrical? Okay, we're gonna have to boogie off. Okay, guys, so that's our experimentation done. Let's see. Hopefully, we have enough fuel to actually get home. It's definitely not a good problem to have. Worrying about fuel and getting home. I mean, if we have to, we can cheat. We can do a little fuel refill. But I'm optimistic. I am severely optimistic here. That's good enough. Good enough. So we're just doing a real shallow spurt of the engines there. Let's really boost her. Now what we're hoping is to basically just shoot right for it and hope that our fuel sort of gets us there. Let's do this. We're just going to ride the gravity out towards apoapsis a little bit. The gravitational pull here isn't a whole lot. If you did this on Earth, you'd be losing a lot of speed, but because the moon's so small, we're going to be okay. So we're just going to create an orbit, and then we're going to slingshot. So we're using just a tiny bit of fuel to gather up some speed. Okay, there we go. And then when we come back around this side, we're going to slingshot and shoot for the Earth. Gathering speed as we approach periapsis. Let's see how close we are. Whew, that is close. That's like satellite close. Oh, and it even shows our little flag, our little landing site, so we can go back there someday. That's cool. That is very, very cool. Okay, focus. Because we're coming around, we're gonna have to fire some rockets. Okay. Now we're hoping to just that periapsis to snap and make a line, and then we want that line to sort of fold out towards the Earth. There we go. Okay, so we have an orbit. We don't really have a lot of fuel, but that's fine because we have an orbit around the Earth. That is our orbital trajectory. So what we're going to do is we're going to ride the orbital trajectory until we get way out and away. There we go. We're going to get right at periapsis. Sorry, apoapsis, where the gravity is as small as possible. And we're going to put our butt to the wind. And we're going to burn a bit of fuel. And hopefully, it's going to get us where we need to be. Okay, we got a good sum of fuel left for how fast that line is coming in. Let's see how we're doing on fuel. We are gonna like literally just make it, I think, without cheating. Which is just fantastic. So far, most of my missions have been non-cheated. Except, I think, like, day 2, we did a little bit of cheating. There we go. Okay, guys, that is a return trajectory. So let's do the old fast forward. Catch up. Play catch up. As we watch the Earth slowly dance towards us. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, that was silly. Okay, let's put our butt to the wind. Shed the last of our fuel to slow down. As we come into the 130,000 meter mark, we're going to do a bit of air brake. Air brake is done. Dropping throttle. Shedding last stage. Godspeed, fellow. Turning off SAS. We are at the mercy of the Earth's gravity. We got full zoom, going as fast as we can here, guys. Oh, we're starting to touch air. You can tell because this little craft is starting to walk its butt into the wind. Oh, it's definitely got aerodynamic instability. You can tell because it's doing that. It's walking way over to that side. I'm not sure why, because it should actually be walking the other way. This canister should be dragging in the wind, not aerodynamically trying to propel it through the wind. But we'll let it go. We'll let it go. This is in a like beta, early access kind of stage. Those things will get fixed along the way. I know they have every intention of implementing full aerodynamic properties. So we'll see that in a future update. In the meantime, our re-entry is going swimmingly. We couldn't ask for a better re-entry, nice and shallow. Spending a lot of time in this heat zone, shedding speed. And that's exactly what we want. We do not want to, pour straight down. I say that every time. A shallow entry is a good entry. A sharp entry is going to result in Jebediah Kerbal being splattered all over the Earth. Okay, so we're down to 500 meters or so, sitting at about 30,000 feet, give or take. Things are looking good. Let's do a little speed up. Again, we want that speed to come down to about 100, I like around 150 meters a second. Usually that's around 2,000 feet. Sorry, 2,000 meters. It's like 6,000 feet. That's good enough. So we're going to pull. Now, as soon as those fill with air, we're going to cut away the two. Again, I say this every time. Put on more parachutes than you need, because you can always cut away the excess once the parachute has actually been deployed. You don't want your parachute to rip right out of that hull because you're going too fast. So the more parachutes, honestly, the better. So we're fluttering down like a fall leaf. And we're almost down. Kerbal astronaut Jebediah Kerbman has touched down. So let's recover the vessel and see what we get as far as science is concerned. I'm excited. I am excited. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, we banked 333 science. Wow. That is far higher than I had ever guesstimated we would receive. So, let's spend. Let's spend, shall we? Okay, 90 and 90 is 180, 180, 180. Okay, so I could do like potentially 3 of these upgrades. I do not need the fucking plane, I'll tell you that much. The solar panel would come in really handy, actually, I think. So let's do... Yeah, let's do solar panel. Boink. Ooh, what do I get here? Looks like some more science stuff. That's tempting. Now that I know we can make it to the moon, it's really tempting. Oh, look at all those oh, 160 science, so that's a lot. Stack decouplers, more fuel tanks, lots of little engines there. Let's do this, because I want the big tank, and that engine's okay. There we go. There's the big engine. Oh, I need like 7 science. Are you fucking kidding me? I need 7 science? Okay, so I'm going to save that science, and then in our next adventure, we're going to do a quick little suborbital satellite flight to get 7 more fucking science so we can buy the big engine. Okay, guys, I hope you liked the video. Do me a solid, and if you haven't already, follow that drop down and give me a sub. Helps me rank, helps other people see us. And someday it's going to lead to us doing big giveaways and fancy shit that all the other YouTubers do. It's just going to take you guys subbing. So sub. Okay, guys, until next time, cheers.